different story. After the first rainout ever at the 15 ballpark of the Palm Beaches yesterday, today a little more rain, and it looks like we're going to play baseball, but not the best, most sunny day as the Yankees are in town, sold-out crowd. Gleyber Torres will lead off at shortstop. Miguel Andujar is the third baseman. Luke Voigt at first base, batting third. Greg Bird will get a chance to DH.
On the bump for your Houston Astros, newly acquired Wade Miley, left-handed pitcher. Doesn't throw very hard, 90 to 91. Another thing about Wade Miley, you better be ready to go, because if he has that baseball and his toe is on that pitching rubber, he is coming to the plate.
You got to really be succinct in your analysis when he's on the mound.
Yeah, seriously.
The second pitch of the game is a Gleyber Torres double down the line. A lot of Yankees fans here on the east coast of Florida.
In the regular season, and you kind of have a tendency to revert back to what's comfortable in pressure situations. So it'll be interesting to see him carry it into the regular season.
Doesn't look like the microphone. That is outside of the zone. That ball's in the zone and hit well to center field, but the wind knocks it down. George turned around and started heading to the track and ended up making the catch around his waist for out number 2. Houston Astro for the first time. Sanchez into left field. Yankees have their first run. This ball going all the way to the wall. Michael Brantley gets it back in. A double for Gary Sanchez, and the Yankees lead 1-0.
Justin Verlander threw 90-plus pitches, and then that last start, maybe 2 or 3 innings, get out of there.
Miley picks up a strikeout against Frazier to end the inning, but 2 hits and a hit batter. George Springer at the top playing center field, followed by Jose Altuve batting second. Alex Bregman having himself a big spring.
Opener for the New York Yankees, Jonathan Holder. You see his spring training numbers. I like it a lot.
Towards third, and Andujar waits for it. Sidearm toss gets Altuve at first. Here's Alex Bregman sending one to right field. Going back on it is Frazier. George will tag, and he will advance to third. And a head-first slide into third last Saturday in Clearwater. Sends this one high in the air. The wind may hold this one up, but it's still deep. Clint Frazier waits for it, now comes in. Brantley on another day may have hit a home run. From Texas, who will now be spending this next few years with the Astros as Miley picks up his second strikeout.
You run into Bregman and Brantley, who are the high contact, lowest chase guys in the big leagues.
Slowly hit. Bregman on the move, off balance throw in time. Alex makes it look to be in that 3 or 4 spot. Right now he's sitting at the 5 spot. He crushes one to center field. The wind just absolutely eating everything up. If someone hits one out to center, they're going to have jobs.
I'm a little concerned.
Reddick hits one to left field. This one not struck as well, although it carries a little bit more to left. The wind seems to be
Change the eye level of the hitter. Have him zone up and then throw something down for the swing and miss. Inside corner.
Ball hit hard, backhanded by Bregman. His throw to second is high and over the head of Altuve. Backed up there by Josh Reddick. Tough play for Bregman. And the Yankees have first and second with 1 out.
They're heavy right-handed. Yankees are very heavy power right-handed hitting team.
A little bit, yeah. I think with it again this year.
I tell you what, it's tough to argue it considering the size and ability to hit the home run and inside.
Percentage OPS picking up right where they left off. Chopper towards third. Alex comes in and gloves it on a big hop. That'll do it for the Yankees, leaving runners on second. That being crushed, we know Yuli hit a seed to the second baseman. Correa's to center was absolutely a laser. Second appearance, the first batter he faced hit a grand slam. That batter happens to be wearing a microphone for us today. Josh Reddick hit a slam against him. Here's Springer. Speaking of walks, Springer walked his first time up. Sharply hit. Great play by the shortstop Torres and a strong throw to first. George Springer looks out in disbelief as Gleyber Torres robs him of a hit. And the Astros still looking for their first hit. And George has a thing or two to say to Gleyber on his way back to the dugout. We are through 3. Correa behind him. Is that kind of a zone you're comfortable with him?
Yeah, I like it, especially against righties. I like that
so much.
Miley works so quick that we're done with AJ with Altuve making that play.
Houston.
AJ, great shot. Thank you very much for your time this spring. Appreciate it. Oh, a 1-2-3 inning with Altuve making a fine defensive play to end it. We're going to head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Yankees draw a crowd. 2-2 pitch popped in the left field. Coming in Billy Burns, and he will watch it drop in front of him for a base hit. So not necessarily the hardest hit ball today. Off the end of the bat, back-to-back base hits, Altuve and Bregman. Well, the Astros have their first 2 runners on here in the 4th.
Trying to fight off some pitches, and he finally got a sinker down and away and raked it.
That ball towards the hole. It takes a great diving stop by Estrada. Tyro Estrada robs Brantley what could have been an RBI base hit with Altuve running. Instead, he's out number 1.
Inequality
followed by a Bregman single. And Cortez able to get Correa there on a pitch down in the dirt. Has Altuve and Bregman out there here with a 1-0 count. Sends one into center field. Sending Wade back. So you know this ball was well struck into the wind, and Wade makes the play.
Up and down is as valuable as left and right.
Line drive caught by Correa for the second out. Josh James trying to win his job in the bullpen after being a candidate for that starting rotation.
Yeah.
An injury kind of took him out of the running.
Hernandez, there's others out there that we really like, but we have a lot of pitching depth. There's no doubt about it.
Runner on the move, the ball into left center field for a hit off the bat of Luke Voigt, puts runners on the corner.
I really enjoyed the signing of Michael Brantley, and I look forward to seeing him.
Oh, that Luke Voigt takes off on a pickoff throw to third. Voigt makes his way into second base.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I can't see Voigt from my vantage point.
Spring training. We haven't had to send anybody home. We haven't had to make any releases, and we really just have one decision left.
We appreciate the time. High fly ball in the right field. Josh Reddick third. Orioles versus Astros. Josh Reddick connected against Nestor Cortez Jr. for a grand slam. But Cortez Jr. a little bit. All along, Garrett Cole was planning to throw a sim game as Torino sends one to left field, falling quickly with the wind knocking it down. That'll be the third Astros hit. Robinson Chirinos now 1 for 2. On in the wee hours of the morning here, and certainly back in our viewership zone in the central time zone as Tony Kemp singles into right. Chirinos goes first to third. But especially for the team, we know that because we had him mic'd up. 1-2 pitch. That's our ball ripped to third. If you thought George was frustrated earlier, the ball's thrown away though. And Duar throws the ball away, trying to double off Tony Kemp, and that'll score a run. So Springer hits a rocket at third. He's out. No RBI, but he waits for Robinson Chirinos to slap his hand for tying the game at 1 on the air.
Wow. Wow. But that means everything to George, it looks like. He's mad. He wants hits.
Altuve into right field. That'll send Clint Frazier back. He'll drift towards the track and make the play for the final.
What Jeff said about the starting rotation and Brad Peacock, as the ball's hit hard and lined out. Altuve makes the play going down to a knee for the first down. Fisher broke camp as a left fielder last year.
Derek Fisher led all of baseball in runs scored this spring. This ball in the center field. Here comes George, and the ball holds up, and George runs under it for out number 2. And he goes down swinging on a high fastball. New pitcher for the New York Yankees is the right-hander Joe Harvey. And Harvey.
So we could stay on the East Coast, but you got to make those trips to the man.
Correa gets into one deep to left, and this ball's a fair ball and a home run. Carlos Correa hits one out to give the Astros a 2-1 lead.
I'm just going to keep talking. These guys hit rockets. Do you realize how quick that ball got out of here?
I was looking at you, and next thing I know, the ball was 3/4 away out of the yard.
Out to left field. That was beautiful.
Yuli pops one into right field. Frazier's going to have to come in for this as the wind knocks it down. Still coming. He's not going to get there. Yuli's going to get to second base. The throw's high. This ball's going to be loose. Yuli might get a chance to circle the bases. Now he's being held up by Gary Pettis at third base.
Type talent. Now is to go out there and prove it.
3-1 pitch. Reddick sends it high in the air to left field. Drifting back and now coming in is Billy Burns for the final out. Will Harris on the mound for the Astros.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a little bit of Chirinos wanted to work with Will Harris. There's not an 8 in front of those numbers. It's a 9.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just has, just dialed up a little. Yankees facing Luke Voigt, who's had himself quite a day. And he rips one, but Super Jack is there. Jack Mayfield, the new shortstop, puts it away. Will gets a 1-2-3.
To the extent where they've got to carry anything. They're just stand in, get a good pitch to hit, and put a good swing on it.
Cortez Jr. and then a home run by Correa broke the tie. Harvey's looked pretty impressive here, picking up a couple of strikeouts.
All good signs for the Ace as we get closer to that first regular season start in Tampa on March 28th.
The walk to the pinch hitter, Zach Zenner. Diaz up the middle and played there by Jack Mayfield. Super Jack turns a double play by himself. Taylor Jones caught the ball, but it was basically by himself. Isn't he?
He is.
Trey Amberge, the batter, hits the ball pretty well, but the win, tell me if you've heard this before, is holding the ball up in right field, and that's played for the final out of the inning. So Dietz, after an opening
pronunciation right, and go out there and put up some numbers.
There goes Duarte from his knees. The throw sails into center field. Backup catcher Francisco Diaz does not get an error, though, because Duarte stays at second.
Giddy out there when you're on the big league field.
Didn't pitch at all in 2016. That's close, but a ball, says Shane Livensparger. Now all of a sudden the bases are loaded.
Outfielders do a very good job of keeping themselves company.
Called third strike. Ren goes down looking. Brothers leaves the bases loaded after 3 walks. We head to the ninth game. Going for the save is a lefty, Ramin Gudwan.
So quite a bit this spring training. There you see the numbers. This will be his 9th appearance. Look pretty good.
Towards third, coming in quickly. Tanalou off balance, throw on the move. That's a nice play by Nick Tanalou for the first out.
How long before I get that text?
In 3, 2. Taylor Jones fields that ground ball for out number 1 opening day.
How about that?
Called third strike. Astros win 2-1. Ramin Gudwan picks up the save. Carlos Correa with a tie-breaking home run to give the Astros a 2-1 victory. Good day all around. The Yankees, who hadn't lost for 12 straight games, hadn't lost since March 11th.